I want you to imagine this scenario for a second and you tell me how you would respond to it. Let's say that your daughter is a high school basketball star. Your daughter is what the woke media would describe as a traditionalist, meaning she has no aspirations to grow a beard. She is not looking to take testosterone so she can increase her back hair to increase her chances of becoming a dump diver in the WNBA. It is her senior year in high school, her final season, before she heads to the higher levels of indoctrination in college. Her team, they are very competitive. They are making a run at the playoffs. But there's just one problem. One tiny problem. One of the opposing teams in her division, they have decided to give themselves an added competitive advantage by allowing a post-pubescent boy to join the girls' basketball team. Now, compared to the young women that he plays against, this kid might as well be Yao Ming or prime Shaquille O'Neal. Kid was given the nickname Diesel because he is running little girls over on his way to wide open layups, and unlike Angel Reese, since this kid's name used to be Franklin Beans, he actually has the ability to make wide open layups. Now, as her father, you make the parental decision to not allow your daughter to compete against King Kong. The rest of the parents on the team, they follow suit, and the team, they forfeit the game to Diesel and his divas. In the year of our Lord 2024, this should be no big deal, right? I mean, this is becoming a common occurrence. Perhaps it's even become standard operating procedure. Girls team forced to compete against a biological male and they forfeit the game. Couple of weeks goes by and everyone's moved on. But then you get a letter from the school who decided to cheat, demanding that you pay them damages. They are demanding that you give them money because you would not allow your daughter to compete and the game had to be forfeited. What would you do with that letter? After you wipe your ass with it, you're probably just going to throw it away. Thankfully, that is exactly what administrators at Boise State and Utah State did when they received a similar letter from San Jose State. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. If you happen to stumble across this video, be sure to check out my main channel, Behind the Line. Search Behind the Line here on YouTube. Should be the first channel that comes up. Officials at San Jose State, they sent out demand letters to Boise State and Utah State. They were demanding that both schools pay damages for canceling games against the Fighting Flemings. We think it's irresponsible that you forfeited these games. Who cares if one of our players has the ability to grow a beard? Don't be afraid of Super Spike. Those concussions will heal. We are demanding that you give us money for the revenue that we lost when you irresponsibly canceled these volleyball games. Let me get this straight. You decided to allow a biological male on your girls' volleyball team. Not only that, you decided to hide the biological identity of Blaire Fleming in an attempt to disguise Blaire's biological gender. When you got busted in your little scheme, you didn't hide in shame. You proudly flaunted Blaire Fleming and your undefeated record. When responsible programs refused to play against you, you turned yourselves into the ultimate victims. You claimed that you were following NCAA guidelines and rules, and now you are demanding that Boise State and Utah State pay you? You're demanding that these programs compensate you for something that would have been described as cheating just a few years ago? What the hell's going on here? When I initially saw this headline last night, I was thinking that San Jose State must have lost a lot of money by not being able to have these two home games. I mean, if you're demanding that someone compensates you for financial damages and you're in the wrong, you must have lost a lot of money, right? Officials at San Jose State, they claim that these canceled games cost them $1,200 in revenue. $1,200! Was it really worth it? You should be thanking Boise State and Utah State for canceling these games. They actually saved you money. You mean to tell me you only make $1,200 during volleyball games? That doesn't even pay the salaries of the people there working the game. Thankfully, neither school acquiesced to these unreasonable demands. Neither school paid the bounty. My inside sources are telling me that they sent a reply to San Jose State that said, "Fuck off." But just think about the audacity of this. Clearly, these people have no shame. Deacons at Woke United Methodist, they have no shame. You put a biological male on your team, you get busted, and instead of asking for forgiveness, you're asking for money? If I'm San Jose State, if I'm a professor, if I'm a student, if I'm a graduate of San Jose State, I am embarrassed. If I was a student at San Jose State, I don't know if I could. I don't know. I know for a fact I cannot continue giving this school my money in tuition. This school is an absolute disgrace. But give me your thoughts on this. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.